Good morning, crap to cream. So this little segment is all about installing a plastic grille to replace the three-piece metal grille on the earlier Range Rover Classic. So I have progressed now to the point where I fitted the grilles, but I'll just run you through the little bits and pieces that I did to get to this point. So the headlight, so I bought a headlight kit from a reputable supplier, and there's 4 holes. There's one down the bottom down here, and then there's one up here, and there's one down there. Now you have to re-drill those because there are 4 holes in that back plate, but they don't line up with the headlight. So you need to mark the top by putting the headlight into the bowl and then holding it up against the plate, this plate, and then marking these holes. I did it with a yellow marker, and then you drill it, and yeah, just screw the self tappers into there, and that holds the headlight in place. Put the headlight in, make sure you get the right hand or left hand drive lights, whichever the required ones are. Then you have to then conveniently, Range Rover put these brackets here, so these brackets all hold the metal grille on. So with this one here, if you cut, it looked like this originally, but I got a Dremel and cut it across here and then cut it across the back and take that top section out, so it leaves it like that. And then I put a rubber rubber insert in there, and it's this, so you can see that. And I cut that in half and then glued that in there, and I glued it in there. And then I did exactly the same with the other side. So that's the other side over there. It's done all exactly the same. Rubber in these two, this one and this one, if you can see with the light, because it's pretty rubbish. All right, and then with the grille on the top, so the original Range Rover had a bracket that went across, up and over, and then you fed it through. So what I did was I held the grille in place, marked it, and then drilled it, and I put riv nuts in here. 1, 2, 3, 4 riv nuts, 5mm riv nuts I used. So they now, and then I got the grill, and then I drilled a 5mm hole in the, and I'll show you that in a second when I put it in place. So I'll try and do this with the grill in place. So if you can see down here, right, the grill is latched on in those, and down there as well, and then the same on this side, they're latched in place, and then it's just a case of pushing the grill up into position, making sure that it's hard to do it with one hand. I will get the grill in place and then I'll show you. Alright, so I pushed the grill into place, and I put the 2, so what I did with the holes was I drilled these 2, the outside 2 first, got them in position, put the bolts in to hold them in place, and then I did the 2 center ones. So the grill's in place now. I haven't put the bolt in here yet, but you can see it's secure down the bottom on both sides, and it won't rattle around. So that's what it looks like now. So personally I prefer this one to the 3 metal pieces, and the headlights are held in place a lot more securely than they were before with the metal grille. Alright, easier to adjust as well, in my opinion, that is. Alright, there you go. I have to go on a deployment now to a place called Newdigate, because they've got a bit of a fire going there. So hopefully I'll be back in time to post this for Thursday. Alright, I shall sort of sign off for now, and yeah, I'll see you I'll see you on Thursday at the usual time, hopefully, if I've got nothing else happens and I don't get at the stay extended, which I hope I don't, because I like being at home. Alright, that'll do for now. Thank you very much indeed for comments and for likes and for subscriptions, everything else great. Thank you very much indeed. Bye. Good morning, crap to cream. So I'm in the shed and I'm fixing the dashboard. So as you might have seen, or might not have seen, there were some ugly holes in the second-hand dashboard that I got. So I'm now looking at ways to repair that. So what I've done, right, is I cut the same piece out of this dashboard, which is this one here. I cut this section out of here, and then I trimmed it and fitted it so that it fitted in there. So this is all level now. There's a little bit of plastic underneath there just to push that down a little bit, and then I've initially super glued it in place because there was a bit of flex in there, and then when I've finished this I will trim this up here and across so that switch goes back in there. And then my intent, right, is to put a vinyl cover over the top of the whole dashboard so you won't see all this work here. And then I've got to mark out where the gauges are going to go in here and get my 52mm hole saw out, and I'm going to drill all those holes, and I'm going to put an extra hole in for the AFR gauge, which will go in here somewhere to hide as many of those holes as I can, because I'm hoping the vinyl will finish that off. So this is the plan so far. This is what's going to happen. There are a few subtle differences with this dashboard than there are with the one that came out. I'm not going to bother with the aircon vents, which I mentioned before, because they were virtually non-functional anyway, because the stuff that goes in the back doesn't make it very easy to work with. So that's the thing now what I've done. So I've also repaired this. So these 2 points here and here were cracked, so I've re-glued those up and now re-riveted them with larger panhead rivets, so that's all fixed up now. All these are screws now rather than plugs that were used in the other radiator, in the other dash. My new top cover has arrived for the binnacle, so that's over here, and this one fits, and look at that, it's like it is brand new. It's a remake, so I don't know whether they 3D printed it or what they did, but it's fantastic. So that came from yeah, all 4x4, I think it was it all by 4x4? Anyway, not sponsored or anything. So I just got that. My new printed circuit has arrived for the binnacle, which is over here. So this is now arrived for the dashboard, so I can rewire the binnacle, because the wires were split on the back of the dashboard. So I've got another one of them. That came from, would you believe, Iran. So that's the right one for the Speedo that I've got, so I can put that back in the binnacle afterwards, and that's that fixed. All my new gauges have arrived, so I'll plug all those in. They're all 52mm and they're all matching, so they'll all look nice across the top there. I think we'll call it quits on this video for now. I don't think there's anything else to report on. I'm a bit late this week. I've been away doing a bit of firefighting in a place called Lake King, which is I don't know, three and whatever hours away from here. I'm back now, obviously, so I'm just doing a bit of a catch-up, and yeah, I'll put something out hopefully for Friday. Alright, bye for now.